Terumot, Perek Yud Mishnah Zayin. So we're talking about the transfer of taste between something of Terumah and something of Chullin. So the question is, if when I cook something together, the taste is imparted, then it all becomes like one thing. What happens in other situations? So we're going to talk about the case of kavush. Kavush means it's soaked in brine together, like pickles are kvushim. Normally we have zaitim are kvushim. So what happens if I brined Zayte Chullin with Zayte Terumah? That's the question of our Mishnah. Says the Mishnah, Zayte Chullin shekvashan im Zayte Terumah. If I have olives of Chullin that I soak together with olives of Terumah, so the Mishnah says the following. It depends what you did. Psuei Chullin im psuei Terumah. Let's say I soaked. So patsua means punctured. So what they would do is, in order for the brine to infuse itself into the olive, they would puncture it. Normally. So sometimes they'd puncture it, sometimes they wouldn't. Even though today our olives are punctured, they're seeded. So if you take out the seeds, then the olive is punctured. Because if you don't puncture it, the brine isn't going to enter it as well. So the Mishnah says, let's say I have punctured chulin olives with Terumah olives. Or, if I have punctured chulin olives with whole Terumah olives. Or if I punctured olives, chulin, with the mei Terumah, with the soaked, the derivatives of Terumah. So let's say I soaked Terumah olives in brine, and now I'm soaking something in Chullin in that brine, the psuin. Then says the Mishnah, asur. Why? Says the Brayta, we soak olives, we brine them, we pickle them, the kafshan pickled, kavush pickled in water, and soak. When they are punctured, tushim crushed, or murusakim, or murusak means disintegrated, chopped up. Bolim is zaytei Terumah. Then they're bolea. Bolea means they suck in, they take in from zaytei Terumah. Av im zaytei Terumah im shleimim. Even if the Terumah are full, are whole. Okay. Va'av im shenichbeshu b'mayim. If they're in water, shenichbum zayim zaytei Terumah. That's mei Terumah. Water that zaytei Terumah were soaked in. Ava, but the Mishnah continues, shleimei chulin im psuei Terumah mutar. But if I soak shleimei chulin, whole chulin, not patsua, with psuei Terumah, with cut up, with punctured Terumah olives, then the chulin are mutar. Why? When they're whole, af im kavsham im zaytei psuin, ein bolim imem. There's no blia. Blia means they don't soak in the tam. Whole olives, the Mishnah felt, we do not soak in sufficiently in order to make them aser, so the chulin olives don't take on my properties. We'll stop here. If you have any comments or questions, as always, rspolter@gmail.com, and we'll dedicate the learning to the memory of my father, Rav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Have a good day.